Hello everyone. Welcome to Auto Hub, where we discuss on amazing and interesting topics. Before we start, I would like to request everyone to watch our other videos on the Indian automotive history by clicking on the top right of your screen. Subscribe to our channel, check out our pages on social media platforms, be a part of the Auto Hub family, and check out the pages given in the description below, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for our latest updates. I am Tanmoy, and today we will discuss on the COVID-19, how it has made an already ailing industry to go on life support, and discuss on possibilities to revive. So let's boost up and throttle ahead. Everyone knows that the year 2020 hasn't really been the best of the years. I mean, there's been a lot of things that have been happening throughout the years. This year, all through this time, COVID pandemic does not seem to end at all. This has hit everyone, all of us, in various spheres of life, be it in the medical field or in terms of studies or whatever. But staying true to this topic, it has also hit the Indian automotive industry a lot. This is the one that has faced the most heavy losses, and has been forced to cut production and lay off workforce. Now, this comes at a time when everyone in the automotive sector was expecting the year 2020 to provide a good start for them, especially given the response that was shown by people at the expo earlier this year before the pandemic hit our country. Now, we have already written a piece on how the 2019 automobile has affected us, the Indian automotive industry in general, and you can check that in the link given below. Now, coming back to 2020, the industry was facing the following challenges. First of all, the BS6 implementation. A lot of these manufacturers had to get rid of their older diesel engines, especially the ones that were in smaller capacity, because they did not find them to be economical when it came to implementing the BS6 changes. Also, stringent safety regulations are coming into place with the new BNVSAP, that is the Bharat New Vehicle Safety Assessment Program. Insurance rates have also gone up. GST rates as high as 28% have driven up car prices significantly, and the sales forecast wasn't really optimistic because of the reasons, and the industry was preparing for it. I mean, they were not going to get off guard or being put on the back foot due to this, but they were ready to fight these problems and emerge victorious. They were trying to determine the best outcomes possible for them. In short, they were trying to take a calculated risk. But what they could not predict was a huge global crisis. I mean, none of us could actually, be it anywhere. That is the COVID-19 pandemic. The industry was expecting a better year of sales than 2019, but the challenge which I mentioned earlier was becoming a major obstacle. Challenges were becoming major obstacles. There wasn't a single challenge, there were multiple of them, and they were becoming obstacles. But from the month of March, the novel coronavirus outbreak took a rampant pace around the world. India, taking a note of developments around the world, thought best to initiate an early lockdown to prevent the spread of infection. So, on the historical day of 24th March, the Prime Minister announced a 21-day lockdown from 25th March, wherein only essential services would be allowed. The rest would have to suspend their production and work. This led to huge losses to companies on a daily basis. It's estimated that the number was to be around rupees 2300 crores a day. The industry had already experienced a bitter experience of shutdown, had to endure a same experience this year as well. Now, how did it affect the sales? Let's have a look. So, as shown by the sales figures in the graphs above, I mean, they have been dismal to say the least. So, what to do? What approach was taken by the companies to move ahead? Let's take a look. There have been a few more challenges in addition to the previous ones that I mentioned. The industry was left out of the Atmanirbhar Bharat package scheme. A huge stimulus of 20 lakh crores was announced, but the automotive industry was left out of it. This industry has been asking, if not for the stimulus, a bit of the help from the government in the following forms. One is that they want to lower the GST rates from 28% to 18%. I mean, that would significantly drive up the car sales figures because help the companies to price their vehicles aggressively, reduce the fuel rates temporarily. Period. Nothing more to say about it. Provide a stimulus package to revive up the industry so that it may able to pay the workers than laying them off. Help them to create the demand. Do not increase the insurance rates this year. Insurance rates are one of the biggest bummers that are actually preventing people from buying vehicles. Allow them to sell stocks of BS4 vehicles, which the Supreme Court did allow for some time. And so stringent rules which increase the vehicle price should be put on hold for some time. Possibly for this financial year, they should be just kept on hold. Also, they wanted the government to create a scrappage policy that ensures the inflow and outflow is maintained. And there is no scrappage policy as of now, so they want a formal system to be there in place. It is unfortunate, frankly speaking, to see an industry which was one of the fastest growing in the world and contributing to 22% of the manufacturing GDP almost being abandoned by the government. Many of you would have observed that launches and updates for new vehicles and old ones which are transitioning their way into BS6 are in full swing. The new Creta and Verna has already been launched. The new Volkswagen T-Roc, Skoda Rapid and Karoq are already launched with updates, and other launches are also well on their way with the new Skoda Superb coming in. Honda has launched the all new Honda City and the BS6 updated version of the WRV. BMW as usual has gone full on with their big ticket launches of the 8 series, including the M8 and the X6. There would continue to be a flood of launches throughout the year. Some of the rumored ones being the all-new Mahindra Thar, which is expected to come with a new set of engines, a new BS6 diesel engine, and for the first time it will be a petrol powered as well, most likely the 2-liter turbo from the M Stallion range that produces 187 bhp and 380 Newton meters of torque. So those are a few big launches that are lined up for the rest of the year, and hopefully these vehicles should hit our road soon. So that brings us to the next question, that is there some good news for us? Well, there is actually. The agricultural demand has led to a high sale of tractors in India. Segment has seen a growth of more than 22% as compared to June 2019, which is even better given the fact that June 2019 was the time when COVID did not exist, and June 2020 is the time when we are in the middle of the pandemic. Sales are increasing bit by bit from April. Companies are showing signs of recovery, with most notably being Tata Motors, especially in the premium hatchback segment. Also, the fact that COVID would lead to a rise in public transportation requirement, absence of carpooling would mean that sales would eventually take a positive direction. Now, with this COVID pandemic and infections spreading, everyone would be comfortable in traveling. Ola or Uber, rented vehicles, or in buses or in normal share taxis. All of them, like most of the people, would prefer to have a vehicle of their own which would be kept under their care, sanitized under their eyes, and driven and maintained by the members of the family and not by some unknown person who may be a carrier of the disease. So a lot of factors are going into it, and these factors are actually going to help the sales go in a positive direction. This would also lead to an explosion in the second-hand market. The price of second-hand vehicles may increase once the lockdown finally ends. There are multiple reasons behind it. One is that a lot of choices of engine options were available in the BS4 era, especially with regards to the diesel ones. And also the government may see this as an opportunity to dive into the mostly unregulated market and try to regulate it, possibly even generate revenues. A heavily regulated market may force consumers and old vehicles to buy new ones in the exchange offer. But all of this at this given point of time is a mere speculation, but given the trends, this might soon become a reality. The road to recovery is a long and arduous one, but if all goes well, we might be able to bounce back with more spirit than ever and overcome this pandemic and go from a few years back to a few years forward. That brings us to the end of this video, and we hope that you have enjoyed it. Please hit the like button if you found it to be informative. Don't forget to subscribe and share our videos.